Today, I want to tell you about the Sephora fragrance event. This is a code, one-time use, for 20% off a full-size fragrance. You guys know in the past year, I really got into fragrances a little bit more than I ever have, and I tried to learn more. And I thought I would tell you my top 10 fragrances that you can purchase at Sephora. That way you can use your 20% off one-time code. This is for all beauty insiders, no matter what tier you are. I am a Rouge, but it doesn't matter. You just have to be in the US. It can be in-store or online, and I believe Canada has a different little deal that they get. So what I did is I chose 10 of my favorite fragrances, and these are also fragrances that I think a lot of people would like. I think they would be great gifts, and I think they would be safe fragrances for you to get for yourself, have your husband get it for you. I chose some very good fragrances for different reasons, and a lot of them have really good memories. So that is going to be the first part of the video, and then I want to show you some things that I purchased when I was in DC last week. I went to a really big Sephora, which is always very special for me because I have a small Sephora in the Kohl's, which you can still shop this, sale and shop your fragrances in there. It's just not as big of a selection, and they don't have like a fragrance expert and everything like they had there. So let's start with the fragrances. I would have to say my favorite, maybe one of my favorites of the year would be, no surprise, it's Prada Paradox. This fragrance it's pretty much perfection for me. It's everything I want. It's a little bit sexy. It's feminine. It has like a little bit of deepness to it. It lasts all day. It's one that I can just, and this is what I do with a lot of my fragrances, just spray it in the air and then walk through it. Oh my goodness. It gives me butterflies. Very sexy, not too serious. I would say it's a sexy, playful scent, and it's very appropriate for all year round. I can see wearing this in the summertime. I can see definitely wearing it in the wintertime. It's kind of like just that go-to signature scent that is just pretty. You just think of a pretty woman kind of dressed up. I would not say it's very sporty, and it's not earthy or vibey. It's just pretty, and I really like it. I have so enjoyed this. Then if you want kind of like that vibey fall, cool girl, this is just my scent. I just smell this way. I would say the Boy Smells. You guys know how much I love those. I love the Boy Smells set. In that set, my favorite is Woodphoria. Now this is a purse size, so you wouldn't be able to use your coupon on this. You would have to get the full size, but I just wanted to tell you about Woodphoria. I would say it is oh gosh, I love it. I love it. Okay, this is more of your earthy boyfriend. Oh my goodness, maybe a little bit of, I'm going to say this and it might not be right, but a little bit of that, okay, woodsy smell, definitely, like vetiver, or almost like, if you like By the Fireside, by Replica, those type woody scents, you would love this, but it's in a sexier way. And just a little FYI, so many of you that bought this set when I suggested it at I think it was the last Sephora event, a lot of you said this was your favorite. So this one I think is just so good. It's so good. Okay, another vibey type scent is the 7 Virtues Vanilla Woods. This is that vanilla that's not sweet candy vanilla. It's sexy, earthy, okay, how can I describe this? Almost like a woodsy vanilla. It's almost like with a little bit of like suede smell or something like that. I don't want to, I could go through all the notes, and I will probably put those up here, but I just want to tell you what I think and how they make me feel. This one is sexy. This one is absolutely fabulous for layering with. I love putting this on in the summertime when I'm using a lighter scent to kind of give it something to stick to and to ground it and to make it a little bit more complex. A lot of people love this. When I was just watching fragrance videos all day long and learning, this is one that a lot of people liked. And it's not necessarily like a candy vanilla or a beachy vanilla. It's a woody vanilla, just like it says. Okay, so let's go to another vanilla that I love. This one, this is so good. It's the Kayali Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21. Okay, this is probably one of my favorites, and I did buy the full size in this. Let me spray this one over here. Okay, same thing. This one leans a little fresher and a little, just slightly more summery, but definitely not a suntan scent, which you'll see I'm not opposed to a suntan scent. I'm a beach girl through and through, and I thoroughly think and believe that your memories are hooked to these scents. So that's why it's a lot of times, you know, your childhood or a friend, a relative, it can even be a boyfriend. That's why I think unisex scents are so good. This is an all year round scent. It still has a good vibiness to it, but it's a little fresher than like the Vanilla Woods. It is so good. And I have found that her scents really do last, and they are very good for layering. So you might not want to pick this exact one, but I think that you will be pretty satisfied with most all of the Kayali. I remember I was. This is the Gucci Rush. This has been around a long time. It's a classic. I had so many people tell me about this, and I just couldn't believe that it was still available. I love to tie a scent with a memory. So I, on purpose, the day that I got my new car, which it's not new anymore, but it was in July, I got a Tesla S Plaid, which is a very fast, it's kind of like the sports car of the Tesla. So I felt like how appropriate to wear this scent on that day. And all day I loved it. And this sucker lasts. This is one that you can put on in the morning and you can still smell it. Now I'm not talking about like those that kind of choke you out and just you have like a scent fog around you. I'm talking like you can smell it on yourself all day long. Like I would say a good solid 8 hours. And I just think, when I think Gucci Rush, they say that oh gosh, it's unique too. I don't know what that is. It gives you a rush. It just makes you feel feisty and happy and sporty, but still sexy. It is just a really cool fragrance. I would say this is all year round. Wow. When I look the notes up of this, let me look them up right now, just because I want to know exactly what that is, because that is very, very unique, but still good. Not so unique that it's weird. So this one's $84, so you would get 20% off of that. Introduced in 1999, Gucci Rush is a fantasy to be reached through intoxicating, addictive combination of florals and spices. A sensual burst unlike any other. Okay, so the notes are gardenia, freesia, jasmine, vanilla, patchouli. Euphoric and intoxicating. Euphoric. That's what I would say. Oh gosh, that is perfect. That is what I would say. So if you want that euphoric feeling, then this is for you. This is like a sports car in a bottle. It makes you feel very like this bottle looks. Very sexy, and I would say this is a great gift. It's just amazing. So let's go along those lines, and that is Carolina Herrera Good Girl. Now this is, I believe, very Good Girl, but I have the whole collection because these are so good. I gave Brooke my original because she is the first one that ever introduced me to it when she was working in fragrance, and she got the little one. She loved it. She used it up. So I gave her my original. I really like a lot of these. This one, I think, oh goodness, let me look it up real quick. florals, a fruity floral, which is usually what I gravitate towards, red currant, rose, and vanilla. Okay, yes. This takes you on a surprising olfactive journey, starting with the top notes of the playfully mischievous red currant and exotic lychee. Okay, that's what it is. This has the lychee in it, which is very popular in the latest fragrances. So this vetiver and vanilla are the base notes, so that gives you that creamy, woody base. This is what I'll say about these. Sexy, man magnet, men love these. They love these. Even if I go to a fragrance counter and a man is working, he will mention this as one of his favorites. All of these good girls. So this would be a great time for you to try. I would say that one might be a little bit lighter than the original Good Girl, but they say that that original Good Girl it's always on like the top 10 that men love. Let's go along with the same kind of fruity floral. This is the Valentino Coral Crush. I have had the original and I have the Roma. I think Coral Crush is my favorite, but what I want to say about all of these is they're very great gifting, very good every day. I would say they're in the same vibe as the Prada, where they do have enough deep notes that will stick and carry the fruity floral fragrances or fruity notes, that it still can be taken seriously. It's not like a body spray or something like that. And this one really lasts. I love these. I think all of the Valentinos last a good 6 hours. Another one that is very, very, very safe. It's not my favorite just because I've already like been there and done that. And I think I gave mine to my mom, but Armani My Way, that's another one. Has a good tuberose note in it. And you guys know I love tuberose, I love jasmine, I love vanilla. There's really a lot that I like. You'll see this, I don't gravitate towards clean scents. I don't gravitate towards anything that is, if it's like fresh, zesty, citrusy, all of those, they're just not my favorite. It's not that I can't appreciate them on someone else. It's just not who I am. I prefer that more round, full-bodied, kind of earthy or floral or sexy scent. And I feel like that's what these are. So any of these Valentino, but I would say my favorites are the pink one, which I think is the regular Roma, and this one, the Coral Fantasy. This Gucci. But I will say all of the Guccis are good. There's that new one that's the Jasmine. I want to smell it. I haven't smelled that one yet. That one is a good one, but when it comes down to it, the pink one, Brooke and I got one time when we were on vacation. Matter of fact, we were in DC. But this one, I think, is my favorite. Oh my goodness, I'm going to do exactly what I said I wasn't going to do here, but let me look it up. Packaging is incredible. The florals, such a good gift. This is a floral, a classic floral tuberose, first note. That's why I like it. Tuberose, ylang ylang, and jasmine. Oh my goodness, no wonder I like it. Okay, guaranteed, you will love it. This is one that's good all year round. I would not say it's like a fall or winter scent. I would say this is perfect for, oh my goodness, it is so pretty. I just think of a pretty woman, even a pretty little girl, a pretty day, pretty flowers, pretty kitty cats, just pretty. You know what I mean? And like if it's just fresh and it is floral, but it's those light, summery, pretty florals. It's not rosy at all. It's not anything that's cloying or anything that's sharp. It's all very pretty, light scents. I love it. It is so good. And these have a good lasting time too. We have 2 more left and they are summer scents. I will always, always love Replica Beach Walk because it is a day at the beach. It is just, if you don't like sunscreeny type smells, you may not like this, but I do. It's not like the sunscreen smell. What it is that a little bit of saltiness, which I love, a little bit of maybe vanilla and coconut, and is it jasmine or something in there? Oh, just, this is my kind of fresh. Like if I were to pick up fragrance that's fresh, it would be something like this, because this reminds me of a summer day. Ooh, I am so looking forward to summer, you guys. This is the time of year I figure, okay, we'll get through Christmas, and then we've got January and February, which are our coldest months here in North Carolina, and then March, it's like hallelujah. One, and really all of the replica fragrances. I love Bubble Bath. If I had to pick a clean scent, it would be Bubble Bath. That one, I believe, has like the cologne note in it, which I like. I do like By the Fireside. I like Jazz Club. Oh my gosh, I gotta quit talking or I'm gonna go buy some more. This one, this was a new discovery, Hibiscus Palm. This is the classiest, oh, just okay, this is your beach scent, but imagine a woman on a big yacht with that big hat that is so chic, and she's got her oversized sunglasses on. I mean, this is just summertime, top-notch, elevated, beautiful, on vacation vibes. I love it. Oh, I'm gonna put it on right now. This is like, if you like the sunscreen scents, this is like, imagine the most expensive sunscreen you could ever buy. That's what this is. It is just beautiful. And I remember in the summertime when I would wear this and I would go to lunch or go do something, just smelling it on my arm, like when I'm driving. Oh, it is so good. This is the one. So those are my 10 suggestions, and they're my 10 favorites from the year 2022. So now let's go on to what I chose when I went into Sephora in DC. It was actually in Arlington, and the lady that helped us was really good. She was passionate about it. She was into it. She loved helping us, and that's what I like. So after all of the things that we sprayed, I had already ordered the Woodphoria, but they had a good selection of the boy smells, the candles, and the fragrances, but she like picked up on my vibe, and this is what she suggested. It's the Clean Reserve, and this is the Cell Santal. I find that anything with Santal in it, I like. So let me look this up really quick, because I bought the full bottle, so that sucker must have been good. And this is one of the clean fragrances at Sephora. They've been there a long time. But this is one of the reserve, the really nicer ones that tend to last a little bit longer. The concentration is a little bit stronger. Okay, this is earthy and woody, which is what I gravitate towards in the fall and winter. It's mandarin, violet, and sandalwood. Sandalwood is one of those. Sandalwood is sexy. Okay, add a little spice to life with this unisex perfume. Mandarin offers an enticing freshness combined with a pinch of nutmeg, so that gives you a little bit of a spiciness, and salted fig. I mean, perfect. Sandalwood adds a light, smoky, masculine texture, softened by a sprinkle of amber. So, I mean, doesn't that sound good? I sprayed it on the back of my hand that day, and I loved it all day, even when it like dried down. It's the fig. The fig gives it a totally different, this is like Christmas to me. But the fig just gives it a different fruity freshness that goes with the woods and everything else. Okay, I know, you're like over it. I hope that gave you some suggestions. Again, I will put the code right here for the Sephora sale. I will put all of the details down below. Remember that it's every tier. It's only for Beauty Insider, so if you haven't signed up for that, I will leave the link to that down below. There are many, many perks, and I definitely recommend doing that. And it's a one-time 20% off US in-store and online. So now let's go over some things that I purchased when I was there. This was, like I said, a big, nice Sephora. I love it. You guys know I love the experience of shopping. I love the lights, the smells. I love being helped. I love seeing everybody. I just love it. I had a Gucci counter, and that's something that we don't have here. I got this mascara Oh my gosh. Have you ever seen a more beautiful package? This mascara is so good, you guys. No, I am not a mascara snob. I will flat out use whatever mascara works the best, but I will let you be the judge. Look at that wand. If you have eyes shaped like mine and they are deep set and you need a mascara that gets into your lashes and coats them, it's not dry, it's not too wet, it coats your lashes from the root to the tip and it gives length, major length, and then after you get your length, then you go in and you thicken them up. I mean, amazing. Probably the best mascara I have tried in a long time. There is another one that was good, but it was spiky and it wasn't the right shape brush, and I would like hit my eyes and it just like almost hurt. This one is not like that. It is so, when I went to go put it on today, I just couldn't wait to tell you about it because it is just so good and it is just beautiful. It's everything that I love about makeup. Just presentation, it works, fun to use, wonderful. I loved the whole display. Seems like there was something else. Nope. Another thing I got, I was thinking like another bougie counter that I went to, and that is the Westman Atelier. And I got something else that I've heard people talk about. It came in like a velvety pouch that I have probably tossed by now. And everything I show you, I'm wearing today. So this is a it is a cream highlight that is kind of a peachy, fleshy tone. I believe they had 2 more colors, and it is just a very subtle highlight. So this is for the person that, to me, if you like a more natural, glowy, you're a tinted moisturizer kind of girl, then you would love this type of highlight because it's just will go right into your creamy, makeup. So that's what I would say this type of highlight is best for. I like it. And correction, I'm not wearing this today because, you guys, I can't stop. This is true love. I can't stop using this palette from Pat McGrath. They still carry it. I saw it there when I was there. This is just the best to me. And I am really hooked on the highlight and this color blush. It's something Desert Orchid. This is my next favorite. These are a little punchy and bright and dark for me, but they would be perfect for you. They might be better for me even in the summertime when I'm using a darker foundation and I have a tan. But I like the Desert Orchid, which is available by itself. I gave mine to my mom, but I'm telling you, I love it. There is just something magical about this palette to me. So that's my favorite there. And then I went to the Tom Ford counter at Sephora and I grabbed Sable Smoke. An oldie but a goodie. I think this is one of the OG colors that, remember when we were just appalled at the price of these lipsticks? And now we've got all of these others that are this much or more. Sable Smoke it's beautiful. It's what I have on today. It's not really a peachy color that has a white background like I usually like, but it doesn't have a real yellow background. I would say it's a pretty, kind of like a brown neutral. So what I did is I used Tasha Denona lip liner. I brought everything up here so I could tell you. And this one is a darker one. It's called, I think, Naya. And then I put the Sable Smoke, and then I went over with one of my favorite products of the year, and that is the Anastasia Tease. And so, let me clean it off a little bit. I went over it with Tease. And so that gives me just that cooler, lighter tone in the middle. And I like this kind of lip. If you don't want as much lip liner or as much of a 60s or 90s type vibe, then use something like Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude or Pat McGrath Contour, something like that. But I just love a good old lip like this. Everything else I will have listed down below. Getting back hooked on this Naked 2 palette, but I don't want to spend, oh, and today I used this. I bought this on a whim. I actually had ordered some things before I left, and I got them when I got back, and I ordered this Sephora Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Concealer, and I have that on today. I've used it now 3 times, and it is good. The color I have is 17.5 neutral. It has a big doe foot, and it has this color. I think is especially good because it has almost like that brightening. It's neutral, but it still has like that little bit of brightening salmon undertone. Woo, I love it. It's a good one. And then I told you guys about the Fenty Skin Lip treatment the other day, and it's where you turn the bottom and the lip treatment comes out of the top. If you are a lip treatment connoisseur, which I know you're out there, I know people that love all of the different lip balms and lip treatments. This is serious stuff. It is thick, but it is very moisturizing. And now that I just got a little teeny taste of the dry climate, I cannot imagine how much moisture you guys need. So I do love this. I think it's called Plush Pudding. And oh goodness, okay, one more thing that I had ordered from Gucci, and this is the Sally Soft Honey. Wow, look at that packaging. Let's look at this color because this is a beautiful texture. It's very, I don't know how they list it, but it's very balmy. When I put this on for the first time, I thought, okay, this is for those of you that like a glossy, balmy look, that you just want something to throw in your purse or even in your pocket of your new big puffer coat, and you just want something to put on. That's what this is going to be good for. And the color is beautiful. See how it's just like that light peachy color? For me, I think I could put this over something here. And when you don't want a gloss, but you want something balmier, okay, say that you are someone who likes the long wear matte lips. I think Rare Beauty has some good ones that a lot of people like. If you want to put something over it that's not a gloss, because sometimes a gloss can break up your color, get something like this. Oh, it's so good, but it's not like the Mario that is just almost like someone took a liquid and like put it in the tube. It's just like all over the place. This has more body to it. This is similar to like the Dior Glow Bombs or something like that. Love it. And I mean, wow, the packaging is breathtaking. Thank you to Sephora for asking me to partner with them. Don't forget about your one-time 20% off of a full size fragrance. My favorite, I would say my number one suggestion would be this one. And it's in store and online, USA only. Thank you so much to you guys for being here. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.